Welcome to Conversations on the Couch. Please join us for part 2 of episode 9 with Mr. Tommy Hampton. Hope you enjoy.
Okay, but the last guy in high school did you wrong, so now, that's where I left off, so now.
Yes.
Okay, wait. So now you hold this guy to an unrealistic expectation, that is something that it's not he's the problem, but you got to work through yourself on why this expectation, why you're holding it so true when in reality it's not true for your current relationship. Okay. Like it hasn't been fitting. Like it's like a square hole in a round peg. A square object in a round hole. Like it's not fitting, even though you're trying to make it fit.
Gotcha. So it sounds like what you're saying is basically we can set these expectations and standards based off of past relationships or whatever ideas we've had. So literally the thought process is going through my mind is like we're trying to make a relationship work based off of ideas from previous relationships. So we've taken the last partner, maybe the partner before that, things that we wanted or liked in those relationships, and we've brought those standards to this relationship, and now that person has to either pay for the fact that they don't measure up, or in a negative sense, they may have to pay for whatever was done in previous relationships that may not have been.
Yeah, because they have to now live up to our narcissistic tendencies.
I don't like it.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
But I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense. So you talked about earlier what women needed to do to help the brothers out. And we appreciate that. And we're going to move forward with making sure that we do that. Right, ladies?
Right, ladies? No, it's not the men. Right? We got to check ourselves and love ourselves. Because we're in a relationship with others, and we have to learn how to love others how they want to be loved. Because if not, then in the way that we try to make the world us, and the world's not us.
That's true. We do. Somebody did a song. Like I think it was Justin Bieber. He was like,
"Take me to the king." Oh, not that one.
Justin Bieber. I think it was. He was like, "If you think you're," and I'm paraphrasing, "If you think you're that great, date yourself." Something like that. So
if you're in love with yourself, no, I know that Justin Bieber song. We used to play it all the time at the roller skating rink.
Yeah. But he basically was saying like,
you might as well date yourself or love yourself.
Something like that. So we're. And that's a real thing. Like we want people to measure up to what we think they should measure up to, and everybody is an individual, and their paths are unique.
And deserves to be honored as such. And as humans, we're sort of in that way sort of sick, creatures in the way, because we have a lot of like shields in which we hide behind.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, like we have to be mindful that the shield can also be a cocoon.
It can.
Right? And the cocoon that, like you said earlier, the evolution of things, we can either choose to die or live. Right? And not in the physical sense. I don't want to get too dark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to get too dark. But in the sense of like we can either live in the healthy sense. Or die, that nobody want to be around us, or we just continue to complain about the people that's around us and how they don't relate to us and respect us and love us the way we need.
Yeah. And I think there's a way to hold space for people's differences without making them feel like they need to conform to our set standards of how we feel like they need to be for us.
And it doesn't mean we have to change our standards, right? Or our morals and values. Let me say that, not standards, morals and values.
Okay.
Right? I can respect and love you, even though my moral values are saying I hold true to my blackness, or I hold true to my femininity or my masculinity. Like all those can live in the same space, but we don't know what that looks like on a society level, and I think that's okay. And I don't just think I know that's okay, because I hold space for different clients from different walks of life every single day. Like literally, like I'm a small town boy from Valdosta, Georgia. And I hold space for different clients from like all around the world, all different nationalities, ethnicities. And it is crazy and blows my mind how even from my small town, I don't say mentality, but my small town upbringing, how I can relate to so many people.
Yeah.
And it's just coming from a stance of just not knowing, a stance of opportunity of like, I don't know what a safe space looks like for you, but I'm choosing to allow you to teach me. I'm choosing to allow you to mold me so I can mold you, and this relationship can be what we both need.
Relationships are hard and they require a lot of work, and I think you have to be honest with yourself about whether or not you are in a space where you can do the work with someone else other than yourself. I respect individuals who say, I don't have the capacity to do this.
Yes.
So much. I think I saw an interview with Whoopi Goldberg, and she was like, she was like, I'm choosing singleness because I'm a selfish individual. She said, I have grandchildren, or she might have said a grandchild, and my daughter is married, and so I hold space for them and my grandchildren, and I do the things that I like to do, and if I want to, to date and have company from time to time, cool, but I'm not trying to be married because it requires too much of me, and I don't want to give that of myself. And I think it's okay. I just think you should be honest if that's where you are.
Yes.
And it's, because I think we spend so much time pushing the narrative that in order to be your best self, you must have a partner, a person.
Period.
Poo.
Period. Poo.
Okay. And I don't know that that's necessarily true. Like, I think that there are people that are called to singleness, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I think that we need to start honoring that more instead of making people feel like, well, if you don't have a husband or you ain't got no man, then something's wrong. Does that sound personal?
For you personal or me personal?
Do I feel like, am I coming out like that's personal for me?
I think you are speaking exactly where you need to speak at this exact time.
Oh my God!
You're preaching to an environment of people that's out there.
Y'all stop making people feel bad because
Yeah.
Some folks that are okay.
Yeah, definitely okay. And I think there has to be a transition between becoming a young adult to singleness to marriage, in just society, but also in the Black church.
Yes.
As it is, we have a very good marriage ministry in a lot of churches.
Yes.
Marriage is preached. Hallelujah. I'm not saying nothing bad about marriage, but in that space in between, and this just goes across the board, right? Just from what the stats say, because I'm gonna keep with the stats. A lot of single people in the church feel left out. A lot of men don't go to church.
It's true.
A lot of men don't, and it's for a plethora of reasons.
Yeah.
But we have to start looking at it internally. Okay, just like we should for ourselves, we should look internally and say, okay, what is the actual feelings that are being misplaced? Gotcha. Not the problem of a solution we need to fix, but the feeling of the people that are not here. Right? For my grandson, my son, my dad, my grandfather, like, why are these people not present, not just in the church, but in my life, right? And then was it something that my mom or my grandma or some type of narrative that society said they had to live up to, that eventually they said, you know what, the heck with all that. Y'all can keep those narratives. I'm going to make my own over here because it's easier to be seclusive. Even though I'm not really seclusive, I'm getting what I can from other things. But I'm choosing to distance myself, which only hurts. No, it don't only. It hurts a lot of things. It hurts the community structure of Black people. It hurt the couple. It hurts men, whether they know that, and it also hurts the future because they don't know what that dynamic looks like across the board. Because I'm not saying that men are not involved in their child's life, but in the sense of relationships with another woman. Or just marriage in general. A lot of kids in our generation growing up don't know what that looks like.
It's true. They don't, and it's definitely a problem. And that's why we're having the conversation, because it just needs to be highlighted, and we need to talk about the issues that we have in our community and why families aren't staying together, because it really does affect our community. It affects society as a whole when we don't have children that are being poured to on both ends. And I am a big believer in our identity comes from our parents, and so it's unfortunate when we don't have a father in place that is helping to shape the identity of their child. So I love that you're doing the work that you're doing. I love that you are focusing on men's issues primarily as one of your areas of focus. Will you tell these wonderful people how they can contact you?
Yes.
Some services?
You can contact me at 911. Just call that number and no, I'm messing. You can contact me at everypaththerapy.com. Again, everypaththerapy.com. That's path, PATH. Yes. Therapy.com. And yeah, just follow me. I'm also starting an Instagram and Facebook page as well, posting content on there, giving y'all some gems, some dimes. Not the full glimpse of all that, because we got to unpack people's life.
Yes.
And a little glimpse of a 30-second, minute, or even 2-minute video is not going to give you, and I strongly believe it's not going to give you the actual specific need that you need for your own life, to connect to how you need to connect to your relationships. But yeah, that's how you can follow me.
Okay.
And it's okay. And one more thing I thought about.
Okay.
When you just said this.
Okay.
When you said for men to be more present, I also think, and this from me working with men, but also working with couples, that a lot of men are present, but we don't know how to reach them.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, no, the new thing is clock that T.
I'm not.
You gotta clock that T. I'm learning that. I learned that. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but clock that T.
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. But
that's good though.
Yeah, but a lot of men are, I believe, are present, but we just don't know how to reach them. We don't know how to, like my slogan, every path is unique and deserves to be honored as such. We don't know how to honor their path, their lived experience. We know how to honor our perception of what a man should be, or how a woman should be. I think that goes across the board in both ways. But I think, especially for the Black family and couples, we have to do a better job of honoring who we're actually with.
Gotcha.
So we can take who they are holistically and say, this is my man, this is my woman. I'm gonna stick beside her. I'm gonna stick beside her. Ain't that right?
My God, today. You have to come back.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Really?
We still got to, we got to talk about grief still. We got to talk about, we got to talk about some other dynamics as well. If you're open for the conversation, because nobody has been bold enough to come to the couch and talk to me. I won't say nobody, because I've only put it out there a couple of times.
Okay, I was about to say what?
Let me back down.
Try me now.
But I want to have a conversation about the impact that religion can have on mental health.
Sign me up.
Okay.
I'm right.
Seriously, because it's I would never ever go against what faith and spirituality and church and all of that offer us as human beings, as individuals, right? I'll never take away from that. However, I've done the research, studied a little bit of it when I was in school, and I've lived it. It's legalism is a real thing. It is possible for religion to have a negative impact on a person's mental health. The expectation, right? And so sometimes it has an adverse reaction where you're thinking that you're going to be able to check all these boxes and you're going to be able to get it all right. And if I don't, I'm going to hell and And it messes with a lot of people's mentalities and just how they see themselves and how they see others. Yes. And so I want to talk about it.
And I'm glad that you want to talk about that, because that's almost similar to how too much of anything can be a bad thing.
Yes.
Right? Like even in the sense of water, like we all are made of water, but too much of water can kill you.
It can.
But and also in the sense of like our health, because Black people compared to other people disproportionately, our health is just horrible.
America, we eat very terrible, and we don't do enough with our bodies physically.
Yes, but also America, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be.
Yeah,
stop giving us food that's killing us.
Yeah, and all those stuff you did too. But
and give healthier options. Like I know this is off topic, but like legit, one of the reasons that I struggle with being back in Valdosta is because there's not enough options as far as food. Mm-hmm. Like I want to be able to go to Whole Foods. I want to be able to go to Sprouts.
We got all these.
I want to be able to go to Whole Foods and I want to be able to go to Sprouts because like in 2018, that was the last surgery that I had and colon cancer runs in my family. So I've already had 2 surgeries that impact my digestive system. Yeah. And so I had to change my diet. I stopped eating pork. I stopped eating beef. And so I like to supplement, and I still eat fish, I still eat turkey, and I started back eating chicken because you know what I'm saying, girl, I love chicken wings downtown. I'm proud of you. But I'm on this path of continually removing things from my diet that I know aren't good for me, and it doesn't help that like on every corner, like they just put another Zaxby's on Astor Street for what? For what? But I was ain't but so big. Why do we need 3 of the same restaurant? For this little, however many mile radius we got in Valdosta.
Medium size. Don't do us like that.
All right, cool, whatever. Because shout out, I love Valdosta. I'll never, ever, take y'all down too much. But that's one of the drawbacks for me. Like, and I'll get off my soapbox, but that's the thing for me. Like, I know that one of the issues with areas like this is, and we're just, talking about the whole fact of America and how it's structured. But that's one of the issues, Popeyes, Zaxby's, all of that, they everywhere. But can we get a Whole Foods? Can we get a Sprouts? Can we get, restaurants that are serving food that is conducive to our health, mentally and physically? Yeah,
and I mean, even bring that whole circle to like what you were talking about with religion. Everything isn't for everybody, right? So even if you grow up in a community, right, to where this is the narrative that's been pushed on you, that is the only way of focus or healing, and you seeing like, I don't know, I'm getting side effects, right? Like I'm like for me, I'm taking health serious right now. I have a whole nutritionist.
I was about to get one too. The insurance pays for it.
Yes, and she put me up on game on how. Like certain rice and like minerals and like for me, I didn't know I was like deficient in vitamin B. So like I'm like, what in the world? So like certain things that I can eat is good for me compared to somebody else. Yeah. So what works for me and my body specifically towards healing. Yes. In that process, I had to uniquely tap in to that, but also have to invest not just financially but mentally. Yes. First, to see like, okay, there's something wrong here, right? There has to be something wrong to where my little cousin don't come around the family no more. It has to be a problem to where my son and my daughter don't relate to me anymore, right? Like that's all connected to, I mean, even religion, nutrition. Like you have to see there's a problem in order for something to be fixed. Yes. Because if you don't see a problem, then it's gonna stay the same.
So we got a lot of work to do.
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna come back. So we can talk about those things. Great. I can't wait. Now, this has been great. I appreciate you so much for coming to the couch chair situation to have the talk. Thank you for having me. Yeah, of course. It's been my pleasure. So now we go to our closing segments where you tell us something that you're grateful for. Okay. Give a life lesson in 60 seconds or less. And then you pull from the handy dandy insight deck. Okay. You ready? Okay. I'm ready like spaghetti. All right. Lights, camera, action. All right. Cha-ching. Okay. So I am grateful for relationships. Okay. I think just grateful for all the relationships of people that's poured into me, but also the people I've had the opportunity and honor to pour into as well. Because I don't like to take those for granted. Because we always meet people for a reason. We always encounter people and have relationships with people for a reason, even if it's for like 5 minutes. Yeah. Or a split second. Like everything matters. And I definitely cherish every opportunity or relationship I get because I like to
run from a cup that's full and not empty. So if I'm empty and I don't speak to you the same like I do when I'm full, it's because I'm not full.
You don't get that Merry Christmas, it's a problem.
Yes, I say Merry Christmas all the time. But yeah, so I cherish the relationships that I have, especially when I'm full. Yeah, overflow.
Awesome. Yeah. Life lesson.
This is a good one. I want to keep it simple. In the sense of just respect where you are.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with that. Respect where you are, because where you are, you will never get again.
Okay.
You'll never get that opportunity again to where we are. You may get similar situations and opportunities, but respect where you are so you can get where you want to be and where you need to be. And I think it's specifically where you need to be instead of where you want to be. Because like I said, every path
is unique
and deserves to be honored as
such.
Period poop.
Come on, every path.
Hey, thank you for sponsoring this video, Every Path Therapy. Yes.
All right, so you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, you're going to pull a card and you're going to read aloud.
One card.
Just one.
Not two.
Not two.
Not
and
five.
you're going to answer accordingly.
Look at this. Look at this artwork. So majestic. So beautiful.
You can find it on Amazon.com.
Don't tell them that. You made them. She made them stuff. Oh no. Okay, Amazon.com. All right. So, create a list of things your younger self would be disappointed in your life. Wow. Okay. Example was career, life, personality, etc. Good God Almighty! Oh my goodness!
Let me see that.
Your younger self. You got to answer. I just got to answer.
Create a list of things your younger self would be disappointed in regarding your life. What would your younger self be disappointed in? Probably nothing.
No, I actually want to think about this.
Okay.
This is I've never got asked that question. I never thought about that. Would be disappointed in. Maybe that I didn't get married in high school.
Now, why would you go do such a thing? But okay.
But I didn't get married in high school. I'm saying.
Your younger self would be disappointed that you didn't get married in high school.
Yeah, because like when I was younger,
I
always wanted like have a high school sweetheart and be married with her. I want to be like the longest married couple.
Gotcha. So not necessarily getting married in high school, but that you
finding my love.
Gotcha. And then maintaining.
Yes.
But you're still really young, so you.
Yeah. I'm
doing it right. Yeah.
I'm taking.
You on your path.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Yeah, it's unique.
Yes, very unique.
Hallelujah. Anything else?
But I don't even know if that counts as disappointment. That's hard. And it's funny, we could talk about the good things, but when it comes to the bad things, it's hard. I need to do some self-work.
Well, not necessarily. I'm gonna tell you the way I thought about it whenever I get cards like this.
Okay.
Because I got one before that had something to do with a regret, and I don't have a whole lot of regrets because my path has been unique. And
it deserves to be honored as such.
Yes.
Come on now.
So I don't really have regrets like that. There are some things I probably could have done differently, and I realize that in hindsight. But for every action, there was a consequence that ultimately shaped who I am. Like I was in a domestic violence relationship for 6 years. If I could go back and say, man, I regret those moments where I stayed in that relationship, I do, but I don't completely like resent that space and time of my life, because guess what? Without that person, there would be no Justin and Journey, which are my grandchildren. So like, I can't say I regret that, because when I look at them, I'm like, man, y'all literally are only here because of that season of my life.
And how it played out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't have no regrets.
So it's fair for me to say I have no disappointments.
That's fair.
Okay. Y'all don't shoot me in the comments. I have no disappointments. Because like I said, everything that I've done and witnessed and went through has shaped me to be who I am, and I'm not disappointed how it turned out.
I think if I had to say if there was anything that I'm disappointed in, I would say that I'm not doing more with music.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not singing as much as I probably should.
Was that is that because I know ever since you met me, I've been a better singer than you, and I sort of like discouraged you.
Yeah, I think
and you
that's
sort of
what it
envious
is.
of that.
Secretly.
Yeah. Don't tell them that though.
They know now.
Oh man, but yeah, I can sing a lot of it.
Go ahead. Why don't you get it up?
You ready? That's all I got. That's all I got.
Yeah,
I sung too much.
That alone is the reason why I ain't making my dreams.
Exactly.
No, but I think for me, the reason why I don't is because I got so hell bent on education and improving myself mentally and emotionally and spiritually. And I think music took a backseat to those things. I didn't mean for that to happen, but I can't do it all.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Even though you're an amazing musician.
I'm getting older though, so I don't know. What's gonna happen? Because when I was 17, my younger self was like, "Girl, we gonna be a famous singer and we gonna do this."
Really?
Yeah, that's what I thought my life was gonna be.
That's how you talk to girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Period.
That's how I used to talk when I was 17. Like, girl, we gonna do this. Correct? We gonna be.
Live your best life.
That was me.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna be a famous singer and actress, and I did not plan accordingly. And so that would be what my younger self would be disappointed in for the most part. But I think she would be proud of the other accomplishments, so much so that it's like, okay, but don't forget about that dream too. Like, music is also our passion. Can you, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. But then also you showing up and being present is enough as well.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm letting the gift go to waste.
Hey, I'm not the one to tell you. If you feel that way, you feel that way.
Honor my truth, Tommy.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. You gotta come back. Maybe next month. Give you a little time to get yourself together. What? No.
I feel like I'm not a busy person. Nah, I'm messing. Anytime
you can come back next
anytime
month.
you call, I'll make some space.
Right,
you know, me living my fiance life and getting ready for this wedding.
Woo woo. You better be a whole fiance out in these streets.
I don't know how to respond.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond. No.
Well, I appreciate you. Y'all make sure that you check out his services on everypaththerapy.com.
Yep.
Check them out. If you need assistance, if you need services, don't let finances be a reason. He takes insurance.
Yes.
Private pay.
Yeah, private pay. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Anthem,
EAP,
Aetna, Cigna, all of them.
Yep.
The only ones I don't take, and I'm in the process of right now, is Medicaid and Medicare.
Okay.
But like she said, if you move by this video and you just want to get some help, some therapy, please reach out to me or Mr. Nation, and we know plenty of therapists. Obviously, I'm a therapist. And yeah.
All right. So y'all just reach out if you need some services, men, couples.
Yeah.
Got you.
Brief.
Yeah. All right. Deuces until next time.
Peace.